102 satellites now circle above your head, and most people still don't realize how close we are to a brand new internet war in the sky. That's right, Amazon just crossed the triple-digit mark in orbit, and it only took 4 weather-induced heartbreaks, 1 last-minute scramble, and a partnership that would have sounded like science fiction satire just a few years ago. But here's where it gets controversial. The company that's supposed to be SpaceX's arch-nemesis just paid its rival millions of dollars to haul its own future broadband network into space. Let that sink in. The drama unfolded at Cape Canaveral's SLC-40 pad on Monday, August 11, 2025. After 4 consecutive scrubs since August 7, each one blamed on stubborn Florida storms, SpaceX's Falcon 9 finally clawed through the clouds at 8:35 a.m. Eastern Time. On board, 24 fresh Kuiper satellites, collectively nicknamed Mission KF-02. Roughly 60 minutes later, SpaceX's Mission Control calmly tweeted that every last cube-shaped spacecraft had been released into its intended orbit. No explosions, no second-guessing, just another routine miracle of modern rocketry. For Amazon, this was the 4th Kuiper launch overall, pushing its grand total to 102 active satellites. That may sound like a lot, until you remember SpaceX's Starlink already flaunts about 8,000. Still, Amazon's pace is accelerating, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The Federal Communications Commission has drawn a hard line in the cosmic sand. Amazon must have about 1,600 satellites aloft by July 2026, and the full 3,236 bird constellation finished by July 2029. Miss either deadline, and the FCC can yank the license faster than you can say orbital debris. So why turn to SpaceX at all? Simple math. Amazon originally booked up to 83 launches across a patchwork of providers. United Launch Alliance, Blue Origin, yes, Jeff Bezos' own rocket company, Arianespace, and now, for the second time, SpaceX. 3 of those 83 rides are reserved for Falcon 9s, a decision that raised eyebrows across the industry. Critics call it pragmatic. Skeptics call it hypocritical. After all, every dollar Amazon pays SpaceX arguably helps fund the very competitor it's trying to out-satellite. And this is the part most people miss. Amazon doesn't just need rockets, it needs customers. While the constellation is still in its toddler phase, the company has already signed preliminary agreements with national governments, including a headline-grabbing deal with Australia's NBN Co. The pitch? Rural broadband that rivals fiber, delivered from 600 kilometers up. Commercial service could begin as early as late 2025, assuming the weather finally cooperates more often than it doesn't. Controversy corner. Some industry insiders argue that mega constellations like Kuiper and Starlink are creating a tragedy of the commons in low Earth orbit. More satellites mean more collision risks, more light pollution for astronomers, and more space junk that could haunt us for centuries. Amazon insists it's building in autonomous collision avoidance systems and planning post-mission deorbits, but skeptics remain unconvinced. Are we trading cheap internet for a sky so crowded that future launches become impossible? So, what do you think? Is Amazon's partnership with SpaceX brilliant strategy, or an embarrassing admission that even billion-dollar giants can't go it alone? Will Kuiper finally break Starlink's monopoly? Or are we watching an expensive game of catch-up that never quite closes the gap? Drop your hottest take below. Agree, disagree, or roast us for missing the real story entirely. The comment section is officially open for orbital warfare of opinions.